You're watching WMETV.
Hey everybody, this is Ty of wmetv.com, another episode of Backstage with Ty. We're out here at the Boondocks, bunch of cool bands going on. Right now we got Rhino, the drummer for
Angels of Babylon.
Angels of Babylon, absolutely. He's getting ready to go on the stage here in a few minutes. Like I said, a bunch of great bands. So tell me a little bit about Angels of Babylon, how you guys are doing, material coming out, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, Ty. Well, I started this band back in probably 2000 and, well, actually I had a lot of songs written already, probably around 2008, and they were already done, and they were demoed, and I just didn't know what to do with them, because I was just doing a lot of stuff at home, in my home studio, and I went out to Arizona to do a studio thing with a singer that I met on MySpace, back when MySpace was happening, and I did some studio work out there and with this guy, and then we met at the same time. We met Dave Ellefson, and
From Megadeth?
Yeah, from Megadeth, and they said, hey, the singer said we should do something together, and I said, perfect. I got the songs. All I need is a singer. And he said, well, let's ask Dave if he wants to do it. And he said, sure. We asked Dave Ellefson. He went, yeah, man. He was into it, and I met a guitar player on MySpace. I thought was really hot, Ethan Brosh, and they just, came in. We re-recorded the music and put out a record, and it did real well overseas. But since then, David Ellefson went back to Megadeth, and Dave Fefelt, the singer, decided he didn't want to do it anymore. So everybody started to leave, and I thought, well, what are we going to do for a singer? I kept auditioning people, and it just wasn't cutting it. And I thought, well, since I demoed the songs and I initially sang them, I'll just sing it. Out of really kind of necessity, because, the music is very stylized, and the singing is really high, and it's just a specific sound I have in my head for the music. Nobody could seem to do it, so I'm just going to do it. I'll bring the drums out front, and have a three-piece band, and we put the orchestration parts. There's a lot of orchestration in the music. And I put them on tracks, so we have that going at the same time with the band, and it makes for a really nice big sound. And a lot of bands are doing that today. You go out to Europe, and a lot of them have their orchestration parts on tracks, sometimes even background vocals. So, it's the same thing. We played them. They're just there, ready and ready to go. When we play live. So, but we put out 2 records: Angels of Babylon, Kingdom of Evil, and Angels of Babylon, Thunder God. And like I said, they've done really well overseas. So we're trying to branch out local more than really overseas. Because I have 2 versions. I have the American version of Angels of Babylon and a European version. So I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more touring with Angels overseas, maybe in 2015. And as well in America, we're trying to branch out, starting here in Florida as home base, and see what happens.
So you said it's a 3-piece, so you're playing drums and singing. That's remarkable right there. That is not too many people that can pull that off. So who else is in the band?
Chris Rizzola from Steelheart fame, great guitar player, a great guy. Tim Sirachi, this guy here, great bass player. Probably the best in Brevard as far as I'm concerned. And he's a little wild. He's kind of a loose cannon, but
yeah, I've heard a lot of things about him. So, you think he's related to Mark Sirachi from Crocus?
Let's ask him. Come over here, man. Watch out! Don't trip over the tripod. Are you related to Mark Sirachi or
who?
Mark Sirachi from Crocus.
No, they spell it different.
It's spelled different.
Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Welcome to WMETV. We'll make sure we're still in the frame over. Let's move over this way just a little bit.
Make room for the fat guy.
So how do you like the music, man? You guys are kicking ass, and a lot of people are liking it, man.
I'm really musically retarded to a point, and I really like this stuff, I really, really feel the Angels of Babylon stuff. It just moves me. It's hard to grasp my attention and keep it if it's not Rush, unfortunately. You know?
Well, and Kenny's Rhino's got some pipes too, man. I mean, to be able to sing like that and play drums
is the best singer I ever played with, man. Live, you know.
and a hell of a drummer too.
You know what he reminds me of? Like when I would go see Dio as a kid, and it sounded just like the album. To replicate a vocal performance like this guy does is just insane.
Absolutely awesome. So you guys are playing here tonight. What's the next stop? Where are you guys
Actually,
up?
we do have another gig. We have another one at Shady Oaks on February 13th.
February 13th, Shady Oaks, right here in Melbourne. It's actually right down the road. And everybody needs to come out and see that February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So you got to make sure. Don't worry about your sweetheart. Bring her ass too.
Don't worry about your sweetheart. I love that.
Make that her Valentine's present.
Yeah, buddy. But anyway, that's it. You know.
Cool, man. So what time you guys going? 10?
Yeah, about 10.
10, 11, somewhere. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, cool. So any other plans outside of just a few shows? I mean, you getting ready to do a new album anytime soon?
I'm trying to work on that, but it's just slow because there's been so much going on with. I've been doing some stuff with Jack Starr. I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot of stuff with Holy Hell again. I'm back with Holy Hell.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm back with those guys, and I've been recording drums. They actually took the guy that they had after I left and took him right off. And they just gave me the stereo tracks of the songs, and I'm putting mine right on.
That's badass, man. Holy Hell, if you haven't heard them, look them up on YouTube. Badass band. He played drums for him originally. Now he's back with them.
Yeah.
You got Mark in the band playing bass. The only guy, Tim. Mark's in Crocus.
Tim's in Melbourne.
I was. Anyway, the only person we're missing right now is your guitar player, Chris. But you snooze, you lose.
He's never gonna show up. He'll probably he'll come here like 1 minute before we got to play.
Well, as long as he's here, right?
That's okay.
Chris pops out of a friggin' phone booth. Remember those phone booths?
The phone booth.
Yeah, right.
The Superman phone booth.
Yep. That's what Chris comes out.
Hey, one thing is, I want to find out real quick, is who does the majority of the lyrics and the music? Is it a collaborative effort, or is it all you?
I had a specific sound I wanted for the band from the very beginning. It was like I said, I have a specific sound the songs I write, and they were demoed first, and I just continue with that. It's just a certain sound I had, and I wanted to keep it. I'm not like a control freak or anything like that, but it's just that it's something that I had in my head, and everybody else seemed to follow. I mean, it's like, what do you think? He loves it.
It's extremely rare to want to replicate somebody else's idea. You know what I mean? That's what it's. No, but it's just awesome. I really dig this stuff.
Yeah, he does. I could tell. It's real from his heart. And same with Chris. He loves it too, man. And I believe him. I do.
I'm honored to be sharing a stage with the likes of Rhino and John Cola.
Oh, you're great company, but hey, you're no slouch either, man.
No kidding.
I'm just a parrot.
Well, listen, tell us something about Angels of Babylon that nobody knows or would know.
Well, let's see. Something we would or wouldn't know.
That guy.
Too cute. No. It's not even Valentine's Day yet.
Let's see. What would they know or wouldn't know? That's a good point. That's a good question. Well, all the songs are tuned to drop D. But
drop D.
Musicians would notice that. I wouldn't care about that.
Well, that makes it easier with the vocals, though.
Yeah, but it's just, I think it sounds heavier. I'm not going to go much lower than that, I don't think. It's just,
No drop C?
No, I'm not into that.
I got a little point about Angels of Babylon that I noticed. Being written from a drummer's standpoint, the guy's a genius, man. He doesn't replicate anything. He uses fingering that.
He's blushing.
Yeah, no. He uses fingering, patterns, melodies, and phrasing that a guitar player wouldn't think of because you're thinking it from more of a percussive aspect.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
But you got the idea in your head.
Beautiful, and it makes it challenging at the same time to play.
And the energy's there, man. Tim brought so much energy to the band because, we did a benefit a while back in Merritt Island, and oh my gosh, the response from the people was amazing. And then one of the things they were saying over, that bass player is so awesome. Who is that guy? Who was that guy? It was Moses.
Yeah.
He had his hair like this, and all that. But that's the one thing people were saying.
Spaghetti Lee.
They were really complimenting and really saying a lot about it. I said, yeah, I know, I love him. But then, he had some things to do, and we parted for a little while. We got this other guy, and it sucked. I said, dude, I gotta have you back, man. You got
Chemistry, man.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. It's good stuff, man.
Just
You're
had
gonna
to
love
have,
it.
Had to have him back, man. I just couldn't take it. I was like, man, I can't do this without you. I just can't.
Well, that's awesome. Look, guys, we're going to wrap this up really quick. I want to thank you guys again for being on Backstage with Ty, wmetv.com.
Yeah, man.
And we will have this up running really soon. And thank you guys. Any last words?
Rock and roll.
Yeah, and be sure to support local music, man. It's very important here in Brevard.
Oh, yeah.
So, and anytime you hear of Angels of Babylon, come on out. We'd like to see you.
You can check them out on Facebook,
Yep.
YouTube, everywhere. Angels of Babylon. Don't forget it, because you will be hearing about them soon if you haven't already. Anyways, this is Ty with Angels of Babylon, Rhino, and Tim.
Oh, you got it.
You guys kick ass. We'll see you next time.